Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Cancer financial reading for mid-October 2022. Before we get started, I want to say thank you so much for any kind of support that you give me on any of the channels. And I do hope that my readings give you some kind of something, whether it's I just say something that helps you see something in a different light, or um, the message in some way helps you. That's really the goal of my channel. So let's go ahead and get started. Cancer, your center energy is Page of Wands. So really feeling, excited, creative, passionate. Um, at this time is your center energy. After a time where you felt perhaps trapped in your mind, maybe you were overthinking, maybe you didn't know what to do, confused, etc. But you have the Page of Swords on the bottom, so you're really just sort of like using your imagination, using your talents at this time, um, because, things might be tight when it comes to money at this time, and that's why you're doing the Four of Coins here. But be careful with that, okay? And we'll get more into your reading, and I'm pretty sure things will come out. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So things, things changing rapidly for you, things coming to you rapidly, perhaps communication of some sort that's going to be hopefully positive and exciting for you. Now, let's go ahead with your Lady Luck messages. So the first one we have is inner peace. So really stepping into your peace at this time is going to be beneficial. So really, and with that is balance, right? Next, we have focus journey. So this is about really setting some strong intentions of how you want to move forward, and then making those moves accordingly with a very determined, focused kind of attitude. And then we have holding on to hope. So really, standing strong in the hope as you move forward. And then also you have lightheartedness in reverse. So you're taking life too seriously is the message right there. So really having some fun is what you need to do at this time. Now, next you have uh, shedding superficial tendencies. So, really, where are you perhaps being, a little fake, a little, trying to keep up with everybody kind of thing. Um, so really taking a look at perhaps where you're not being authentic is what I mean by that. You've got creative juices, another message of creativity coming in for you. So really getting some creative thoughts at this time, because you're stepping into realness. Who are you really? And once you step into who you are really, then you're going to have the strength, the passion, the courage, and everything that you need to move forward positively in every aspect of your life, to include financial. So the first one we have is opportunity cost, and this is the money deck messages. So it says opportunity cost is the benefit we miss out on when choosing one alternative over another. Sometimes opportunity cost is clear. If you spend 100 on clothes but could have otherwise invested it at a 10% return, opportunity cost is simply the $10 in foregone interest. With the opportunity cost of skipping a first date to work late at the office, harder to tell. And the reason why you want to perhaps weigh that out seriously is because are you trying to, work yourself to the bone and not have any fun getting right back to that lightheartedness in reverse? We've got to be in balance in everything we do. So we have active versus passive investing. Active investing is the hands-on approach of regularly buying and selling investments to beat the returns of a benchmark like the overall stock market. Consistent success hinges on deep analysis and industry knowledge, which is why it's usually left to the pros. Passive investing involves buying and holding investments, usually indexed ETFs, for the long run. The strategy aims to mirror or be the stock market, not beat it. So, really, perhaps looking at where you do have your money invested at this time, whether you need to make some changes in that area from an active versus passive investing standpoint. Next, we have An Investment in Knowledge Pays the Best Interest by Benjamin Franklin. So this is really about perhaps learning and growing in your knowledge, right? Because you did see the Page of Swords here with the pen and paper. and really, stepping some things out here. And so this could be a budget, this could be a plan for however you want to invest moving forward. Then we have asset allocation. It says asset allocation is the mixed drink. Riskier assets like stocks are the liquor, and the lower risk assets like U.S. bonds are the mix. Your blend depends on your risk tolerance. Some like the risk reward of a stiff drink, while others aim to avoid slurring karaoke at 3 a.m. As with drinking, our ability to financially recover decreases with age, so it's wise to pour weaker drinks over time. So, depending on your age, you may need to look at your asset allocation, and really, do you need to look at the mix for you? So here we have the money clarity deck in the middle. First one here is responsibilities. So are you feeling very weighed down with responsibilities, and that's why you're holding on to this money for dear life, right? You've got a child. So it says, in what ways do you still feel like a child when it comes to money? How is this impacting your well-being? So you're really feeling, like you don't know what you need to know to make the decisions you need to make. We've got openness next, which is, what do you receive with openness and gratitude? What do you resist receiving? What do you receive begrudgingly or with conditions? What can you learn from each of these habits around receiving? So, really looking at your openness, or looking at how you receive. What is it about receiving that really gets you going, and not in a good way? So, if you got friends and peers, so perhaps talking to friends about this. And next, you have support. What are your beliefs about help coming your way from others? How do these beliefs impact your decisions and your sense of peace in the world? So, are you one of those people that feels like asking for help is just like a no-no? And the question is why? So there's things underneath these thought processes that you're going to need to take a look at. So we have work life next. So really taking a look at your work life and really getting maybe a better balance so that you can have a little fun, and get some lightheartedness going on. And then we have safety next. It says, what makes you feel secure? How do these needs impact your life choices? And what about this do you appreciate? And what would you like to let go? So these ones that are talking about questions, I really encourage you to really play this over and write these questions down, um, and then really do some free journaling with them. And what I mean by free journaling, and not stopping your thoughts, right? Because usually the first thought that we have in the first 3 seconds is really the truth. Anything beyond the 3 seconds is our ego. But if we just free write, and we don't try to stop it, we don't try to, like, oh, okay, let me change that word because I didn't mean that. Just free write and see what you get. Next, we have striving. At what point will you feel you have enough? Where does this come from? In what ways is this a moving target? So really understanding what is driving you to feel like you don't have enough. And then we have risks here, and we talked about risk up here versus the active versus passive writing and passive investing. And then we also talked about it with the asset allocation too. So here at the bottom here, we have the dollar bills healing deck, and then we have the healing money blockages deck on top of that. So for each dollar bill healing card I pulled one card to go a little bit more into the blockage that may be in that area. So the first one is an affirmation: I spend my money wisely. And the blockage is feeling greedy. You can have what you want in life without feeling guilty. I am worthy of wealth. So really working on this whole concept of feeling greedy, like you don't deserve to have things. Um, so the next one is another affirmation. I can hold the vibration of what it is I desire. And worthiness is the issue perhaps here. Do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. I deserve to be wealthy is the affirmation for that. Next one is another affirmation. I thought it was very interesting that you got 4 affirmations. Most of the time there's a gem, there's a practice, there's a mix of the cards that come out, but for you got all 4 affirmations. So affirmation: money is a tool I choose to use to build the life of my dreams. So just understanding, you know, changing your relationship and the energy around your relationship with money is going to be important. And it says can't save. So do you deep down feel like, you know, I can never do this, right? Let go of the need to spend. Put change in a jar each day. I save money and it grows. And then the last one is another affirmation. I created X number of dollars this month, and the blockage is hating money. So you really have like a love hate relationship with money. Maybe this is, you know, when you see the bills coming in, you see your bank account dwindling, right? You only hate the frustration. Use anger as a motivation, and the mantra is, "I love making lots of cash." So I really do hope that this helps you, Cancer, with your money concerns. And much love and light, Lady T.